G'day guys, Socket here. Today's viewer's question comes from Pnut, who writes, "Hello, I was wondering how I can retrieve the audio technician who tuned my system's current settings. I'm trying to avoid having to go back to them, so can you let me know if there's a way to pull up those settings, like which option do I choose?" Okay, so what I think Peanut is asking is he able to somehow recover the original tune that the technician did to his system, or some configuration or settings that the technician put into his system when he got his car tuned. And I guess that really depends on a couple of things, mate. First of all, which version of Audio Tech Fisher PC Tool software that you're using. Now, I'm assuming that you're using a Helix DSP, because the your question in the on the channel was in relation to a Helix DSP tutorial, right? So it really depends on whether you're using the version 5 software or the version 6 software, but I'll show you how to do both. And it really depends on whether the technician just did one tune for you or did multiple tunes, or whether you've taken the technician's tune and you've made changes to it. It's not really clear in your question what the background is, but I'm going to have to make some assumptions, and I'm going to assume first of all that the technician has just done one tune, and you want to know how to get that or load that up, right? Okay, so let's assume that we're going to be using the version 5 of the DSP software, so this one here. So what you would do is you take your laptop with the DSP software on it, and you would connect that to your DSP, right? The laptop to your DSP, and you'd use a USB cable, or maybe your Bluetooth connecting, or whatever way that you're doing it. But essentially, when you have it all connected up and you have your car turned on and all that stuff, it should come up here and say connecting, right? And it will automatically connect the software, and you'll end up in the Outputs tab, which we'll see in a moment. But I'm not connected to the car, so I'm only in demo mode. So I'm going to select this DSP and I'm going to select demo. But as I said, if you've got your software properly connected or your laptop properly connected to the DSP, it will connect automatically and load whatever tune that you've currently got in your system, right? So and it'll look something like this. You'll get into your output section. In fact, maybe if I open it up and just load a tune, load all for a moment, it might look something like this, right? Instead of nice and clean that we saw a moment ago. You'll have some EQ settings in here, you'll have some slopes and crossovers, and maybe some timing corrections and other stuff that the tune has done. And the name of the tune will appear up here in the top, right? Now, if the tuner has just done one tune, well, here you go. This is the settings that the tuner put into your car. It's all saved into the DSP, right? So there's nothing more you need to do. You just connect the software and bingo, there's all the stuff that the tuner did. Now, I assume that that's not the problem, and in fact you've got one or two or three tunes and you're trying to upload his original tune or something like that. Well, the way that would work is the easiest way is if you have a copy of the original file and you've saved it to your laptop somewhere, then it's easy as clicking load, locating the file, and then selecting it and hitting open. You'll then get a pop-up which asks you, do you want to load a whole bunch of configuration files with it? And the answer is yes. So it's going to load all of those, and there we go. Now I've got a second tune up here. The other way to find old tunes or original tunes is here on this little pull down. Now I don't think it works in demo mode. No, it doesn't. But if you click up here, it'll give you a list of all the tunes that are currently saved on the DSP. And so maybe one of your tuner's original files is there, and you can just click on load, sorry, highlight the one you want, click on load, and it will load it up, and you'll have all your settings from his original one, and you can tweak around with it all day. Now, maybe you've found the file and maybe it won't let you make changes. So what's going on there? Well, here in the device configuration menu, under PC tool configuration, way down the bottom here is a thing called set password protection. So some tuners actually put a password on the tune to stop their clients fiddling around with them. So while you might be able to load up the tune itself, you might not be able to make changes because your tuner may have put a password. And if you don't have the password, then unfortunately you're kind of out of luck. Okay, so that is how we load up old files or locate files or that type of thing using version 5 of the software. Now, if you're using version 6 of the software, it's very similar. Let me just open that up. Once again, it'll say connecting. I'm not connected to a car. So it'll be something like this. And you'll be in the output section. So it all looks pretty similar. The difference is that the save and load files and all this stuff here look a little bit different. So if I wanted to load up a tune, then I would click on that and up would come, I'd find the file and I'd load it up. If I wanted to see what was saved on the DSP, I would click over here and it would give me all the tunes that are already there, and then I could simply highlight them there and load them up, or double click and load them up, or whatever. And then this is the little password icon. It's not buried in the DCM menu anymore. You can just click on that and it will tell you whether you have a password on it's password protected or not, and all that type of stuff. So same approach as with the version 5 of the software. It's just that some of the icons and locations and things are in a slightly different place. So Pnut, I'm not sure if that's helped, mate, or whether it's helped you solve your problem or not. I hope it has. If it hasn't, no, certainly drop another comment down below and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Anyway, guys, I hope you found that interesting. If you find yourself in the same position as Pnut, trying to recover an old tuning file or something. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.